It's me again, in case you were wondering, and I know I start every single video the exact same. I just want you guys to know, you already know it's me again. Welcome back to an all-new series tutorial or an episode, I should say, of Nil to Mill. And today we're going to be going over something a little more intense, like functions. Nothing to be afraid of. I'm going to be showing you how they work and what you can do with them. So I noticed that I haven't been really giving you that many like code-based examples, but that's the gift of it. You learn the basics and you can do whatever you want. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be inserting a script into the server script service. Now I don't need to name it right now. And what we can do is we can start, I can show you how to write it. So once you're already situated, you can go ahead and start writing a function, okay? So we'll declare our function. We'll skip a line here and we'll say function, okay? We have function. You can make them local or you can make them global script. You don't need to worry about local versus that right now. I know a lot of you were expecting me to put local at the beginning, the difference between local and not local. There are a lot of YouTubers who already have a video like that, so it's kind of already had the idea that you guys already know what that is. But if you don't, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video like that in the series. So we'll say local function, or just regular function, I should say. And we'll call it test, right? Now, in a function, you need to have these right here. So we'll say unexpected end. Each function has its own end, and that's regardless. Unless it's a built-in Roblox function, then it needs an end with a parenthesis, curly. I think people call it a curly brace. No, I think it's parenthesis. I think I'm talking about something else. Nonsense. So this is called function test, okay? And functions must be defined beginning. So in Roblox, not with every coding language. I think Roblox is probably one of the few ones. So I'll say print. So print is basically how you can talk to the computer. So we'll say print function called, right? Look at the way I put that. Okay. And then we'll skip 2 lines. So anything that's not inside a function will still be called. So it's not like certain programming languages where they have to be in functions. They have to be structured, like JavaScript, I think. This one it'll be called. So a function has to be called. It has to be. A function cannot execute without being called. So if I just put print regular, it would print. But right now, because it's in function test, this will not execute. It has to be called. Even if it's a starting when the player joins, it has to be called. So we're going to go ahead and call it right now. We're going to go ahead and say, we're not going to say when the player joins. We're just going to call it right off the bat. We'll wait a second. That's how you wait. Congratulations, you learned how to wait in Roblox. And we'll do test. Boom. That's how you call it. Here you just define it as test. And here you just call it. After we load in, we'll actually wait 3 seconds to save bandwidth. And then we'll go play. Boom, right there in the output. Function called. Nice. Now, I'm actually debating, so I was like, I'm just going to teach them the basics. Why don't I teach you guys about parameters, okay? So parameters and arguments, they are the exact same thing. They just have many names. So throughout my videos, you hear me say args, you'll hear me say params or whatever. Parameters, arguments, and there's one other thing I forget. But you'll normally hear parameters and arguments that the functions need. So right here, we'll just get rid of that. We'll add a parameter here. We'll say a. I believe that these are called the parameters, I believe. So I have A, we'll have B, and we'll have C, okay? We can have as many as we'd like in here, and we'll go ahead and print A, and then we'll dot. We'll leave like a little space. Say dot. We'll do B. We'll leave like a little space in between. You're basically not conjugating, but coinciding a string with another string. This is how you do it. You're gonna be learning a lot of things that like just whatever. So you can put, the thing about Roblox is you can put any type of class inside of an argument. So you can put a number, an int value. You can put a string value, all that. If you guys don't know what int values are, string values are, please leave a comment. Please leave a comment or message me on Discord in my server. If you don't know what that is, all those types of things, They're super simple to name. They actually have reasons why they're called all that stuff, so it's very easy for you to memorize. But here's how arguments parameters work. I'm going to be calling them parameters, okay? So if you hear me call them arguments, it's the same thing. Now, the computer actually really just helps us. It's always trying to help you. So I'm just going to be saying A is 1. So we'll say test 1, 2, and 3. Or, whoa, 3, okay? The game helps us. It actually bolds C. Do you see that? And then we'll say this is argument B right here. It actually really helps us. So if we have a long piece of code and we can't see what these are, if like we scrolled all the way down, it would still help us. It would tell us what function we're calling and what the argument is. So that's pretty cool. So now we're on our argument C. So I'm not going to make it like 1, 2, 3 because that's like fairly easy. So we'll put like a random number. We'll put 6, and then we'll put 9, and then we'll just give me a random one like 420, right? So this should print. It should print A. So you should see that this is A. It has to be in order, okay, guys? It has to be in order. This is how it goes. So you're sending it, boom, to it, okay? So it should print A, which is 6. It's not going to print the letter. It's going to print whatever the arguments are, okay? So we're going to press play. I'm going to wait, and then we're going to call it, and boom, 6, 9, 420, okay? Boom, right there with the spaces in there, obviously. And that's how functions work. I know you guys were like, that's it? That's all I need to know to functions? Basically, that's all functions are. They're just little thingies to keep your code that take arguments. And you're probably like, when would I use an argument again? Well, you'd use an argument if you're making something, if you're adjusting something, like if I have your cash. And I had a function called give player money, and one of the parameters was the cash to give. So I would make all the money, I would convert it in one function, and then I'd say, okay, now update money in another function, and then boom, it would update it via parameter. It just makes everything safer, all that, blah, blah, blah. But you'll learn more about that later. So basically, thank you guys so much for watching. Love all the support. Love everything that's going on, everybody, right now. Highly appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys stay safe. I'm going to be really busy because I'm working on my iOS games. If you guys want to get into that with me, go and leave a comment or join my Discord. And I also got school and I'm getting a job and all that stuff because I need to like support myself, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching again. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.